Notice in verse 21, he has this therefore. And this therefore is a call for us to live in a certain way. We put away all filthiness. This is, again, Old Testament language of moral impurity in a general sense. The text translates rampant wickedness, which is a fair translation, but the problem with that is we can think, well, I'm only at 10% or 20% wicked. I'm not at rampant wickedness yet. When I get to 51%, I need to worry about it. Another way of translating this is where it's remaining wickedness. It's James humbling us. And he's saying, don't think of yourself so holy and so high and so mighty that you're so dialed that you have such a clear view. There's remaining wickedness within us. And so we think, well, then we need to dig deeper, right? We need to try harder. But that's not where James ends, is it? He reminds us of something very significant. But I think, unfortunately, in our day and age, we have forgot the significance of the gospel. We really have forgotten the significance of the gospel, not only the message of the gospel, but the preaching of the gospel as a means of grace. Because I think so often we can look at the gospel of Christ and say, well, I know the gospel. But that's sort of what we think. I know that message. I know that old story. I don't need to hear it again. That's for when I was converted. The problem is James cuts to the core. He doesn't say it's about a wickedness that goes to 51%. Then we need to be worried because then it becomes rampant. He says remaining. It's still within us. We have not arrived at a place of triumph in glory. We still struggle. We still lack wisdom. We are not thinking as clearly as we like to think we are. So what do? We receive with meekness the implanted word. Notice the profound statement that he makes. The implanted word. What we need is something that's outside of us, that comes to us and is planted and rooted within us. And that thing is the Word of God. It's the implanted word, the word that gives life.